Inayoifikie Treasury CS Professor Njuguna Ndung'u kwa sababu yeye ndiye alikuwa CBK governor wakati wa Kibaki when the economy was doing very well. And the simple thing, according to David Ndie, that Kibaki did to make the economy to perform the way it performed that well is by reducing domestic borrowing.
I wrote the economic recovery strategy for NAC. If you recall, interest rates came down, banks began to extend credit to everybody because the government was not borrowing. The banks were hawking loans. A Jubilee came and turned it the other way around. It hoovered all the money.
So we can agree with every Kenyan mwenye anajua economics ama with every economist that the biggest mistake yenye President Uhuru Kenyatta alifanya ni raise domestic borrowing. That is why the economy is suffering. Saizi nimesikia the CBK governor akisema kwamba they are expanding the loophole to lend money to the government through treasury bills and bonds by automating the process. In fact, anaambia wale wenye wanafanya kazi nje ya nchi or Kenyans from the diaspora that they can now invest their income directly through treasury bills and bonds.
For those of you that invest in T-bills or for that matter government bonds, from next month, once we launch the new CSD, you'll be able to do all that on your phone. One of the critical questions that some people keep telling us is the diaspora, for instance, if they need to register to buy bonds or buy T-bills, they have to come to the central bank here to register, etc., and to apply. From next month, once we launch this thing, they will do that wherever they are.
And this is my question. Now, how Wakenya wenye wako diaspora, they are there courtesy of brain drain because they could not get jobs in the country. So ideally, where they get jobs outside the country, their income should be used to benefit economic activities. Now remember, according to what the current Treasury CS and according to what the economic advisor to President William Ruto, David Ndie, said, is that domestic borrowing is a disaster to the economy. But now umewambia hizi pesa zao badala ya kuinvest to the economy through economic activities by sending that money to their relatives or investing in ways that will benefit the economy, now we are motivating them to buy treasury bills, which to the government is domestic borrowing. What are we speaking? What are we saying? How can we preach that we want to salvage the economy, we want to do an economic revolution, and then continue with the same mistake that President Uhuru did to get the economy to where it is today? Are we for economic revolution or are we for killing the economy further? What are we saying? Why ni nini inaendelea? Economists, you can come and challenge my thinking and tell me whether I'm right or wrong. And if I'm wrong, challenge that thinking and tell us what is right. Treasury CS, you have to wake up. Kenyans have to wake up and stop this nonsense of domestic borrowing.